to Becca's Intuitive Tarot. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today's reading is going to be for Lily and Jack Sullivan, the two missing little children from Nova Scotia, Canada. Okay, it is going to be, we're going to look at the outcome for Malaya Brooks Murray, their mother. Okay, I do have to touch on a little topic here. Be careful, watch out for this cousin of Malaya's, okay, asking for money. Okay, it might not happen right away, but I do foresee him planting seeds of he doesn't have a place to stay. He doesn't have this. I know he said he was staying at a millionaire's friend's house. Okay. That to me is saying like he's trying to make you guys feel comfortable that he, you know, is with someone who has money. So not to worry about him wanting money or anything like that. I also did hear him say that the lady he was staying with kicked him out because she was receiving death threats or things like that. Just be very careful, okay? This sounds like kind of like a lay down of laying down the seeds to start asking for money, okay? So just be wary of that. Really pay attention to what he says, okay, about his situation and about, you know, what he's doing in his life and things like that, okay? I just kept getting that feeling that he's eventually going to start asking for money, okay? Or that he's going to need help and he's going to hope that one of these crime channels that he speaks to is going to, instead of him having to ask, is going to offer, well, hey, maybe we can start a GoFundMe because you stuck your neck out there, you know, to help bring us answers for Jack and Lily and things like that. Okay, so just really watch that, all right? So now that I've said that, okay, again, I'm saying that because I do really care about my viewers and my subscribers, okay? And I don't want you guys to get conned, all right? All right. So what is the outcome going to be for Malaya Brooks Murray in regards to the disappearance of her children, Lily and Jack Sullivan? Let me bring out truthful information. What is the outcome going to be for Malaya Brooks Murray in regards to the disappearance of her children, Lily and Jack Sullivan? What is the outcome going to be? Okay, healing, love. Okay, so the love wanted to cross healing. It's going sideways. Love is in the challenge position, okay? Just so you guys know, love is in the challenge position. What is going to be the outcome for Malaya Brooks Murray in regards to the disappearance of her children, Lily and Jack Sullivan? Only bring out truthful information. What is the outcome going to be? For Malaya Brooks Murray. Inside, we will clarify that inside card. Dismemberment. Okay. So inside, dismemberment. Inside came out in reverse, so something outside, okay? But I will show you what it looks like. It looks like a tunnel. All right. But it came out in reverse. Clarify inside. What does that mean? Okay. Okay. So there's going to be, this reminds me, the desert card. Okay. This reminds me of the one card I have. Okay. I'll show you just in case you've never seen my video before. It's a card I have in my other crime deck. Okay. And it's called Just Deserts, okay? And it's a term, a legal term, okay, that lawyers and attorneys use. That means you're going to receive punishment equivalent to the crime that was committed, okay? And why that card reminds me of it is because on the card I have in my other deck, whenever it comes out, it reminds me of Jack, okay? Because of a picture I seen of Jack. And because I seen that picture where Jack's sitting on a little lawn chair out on a patio, and it looks like AI generated, but someone put a snake in the picture. This card. So anytime now this card comes out, it lets me know it's talking about Jack, okay? And Lilly. So it says just deserts. Punishment should be proportionate to the severity of the crime committed. Treacherous or deceitful person, red vehicle. Okay? So that's what that means, okay? I'll just leave that there so you guys can see it. Clarify dismemberment for the outcome for Malaya Brooks-Murray. Couple. I do believe this couple card represents Belinda, the paternal grandmother, okay? The biological grandmother from Lilly and Jack Sullivan's biological father's side, okay? And why I say it represents Belinda is because I had seen a picture of Belinda with a gentleman standing next to her just like this that had gray hair, okay? And ever since I've seen that picture of Belinda, this card comes out, okay, for Belinda. So I believe that Belinda is going to make sure that justice is served for her grandchildren, okay? Clarify love. Why is this in the challenge position? Accident. Clarify healing. Life insurance. Okay. So as you can see, it's, life insurance is life insurance. Money is received if you have a life insurance policy out on someone, okay? But I do believe that this is representing why something was covered up, okay? We have abuse and neglect at the bottom of the deck, okay? And it was to preserve the rest of their family, Daniel and Meadows and Malaya's. Clarify life insurance, please. Live dating. So this is talking about, this alive card is talking about Meadow being alive. And Malaya being alive. So as you can see, there's only one child in the card. So it's talking about Meadow. Because I was clarifying. Clarify dismemberment in couple. Why is this here for the outcome for Malaya Brooks-Murray? Perversion. Because she lied to Belinda, and it's going to come out that she perverted the story, twisted the story. Because she's the caregiver. Clarify alive and dating. The outcome. Malaya Brooks-Murray, gift. Yeah, that's talking about Meadow. Legal proceedings. Female. So currently, at this current moment in time, I do believe, yeah, social media is coming out, okay? I do believe that CPS is involved with Meadow, okay? So that's what that alive is about. It's about Meadow. Okay. Yeah. They were feeling the pressure. They knew they'd be under heat. They knew that they would need to come up with a story because of this accident, okay? They did it out of love, okay? Clarify the desert. Just desert. The devil card. Someone who is operating out of fear, out of control. Someone needing to control the situation. The devil card also speaks of, you know, negative energy, evil energy. But it also speaks of overindulgences and stuff in substances. Okay. Yeah, we have man-made disaster. And we have regret. And then we have trapped. So, Malaya could be feeling trapped, also feeling in regret. Okay. But the devil speaks of fear, ego. Yeah, we have the male card. She feels trapped by Daniel Martel. There was some sort of cleanup. Yeah, about the missing children. They came up with the abduction theory. The neighborhood was searched. Okay. There's the beach card. Where Daniel Martel had said, oh, I wish I could give you the old Daniel back. I'm talking about their first date by waterfalls and by the beach, and Malaya would know what that meant. Okay. Yeah. There's lies about the missing children. Yeah. The ego is getting away. She's going to be proven to be a fraud. Okay. With egotism there. Celebrity card for me represents Daniel. Daniel Martel's a fraud as well. Okay. He's the one out in the limelight. He's out in the public speaking about the kids. I cut the deck. We got crime of passion. Okay. And I don't. Yeah, he's trying to assassinate Malaya's character. Okay. So amongst all these twisted theories that are coming out, okay, that's going to be the undoing for both of them. Okay? Undoing for both of them. For Daniel and Malaya. Again, we have power supply at the bottom of the deck. Underneath the outer space, aliens, burial. Okay. I've always gotten that there was an energy source next to where Lilly and Jack's physical bodies are. It's come out since day one. I'll just clarify with my Angels Tarot. Okay. The outcome for Malaya Brooks Murray in regards to the disappearance of her children, Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Ace of Cups. And again, I don't have anything in reverse, okay? I'm keeping them in the upright. God, the King of Heaven. Rejuvenation obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. So again, I've never denied that Malaya didn't love her children. She loves her children. It comes out in every reading, okay? She loves them very much. But she is in a healing process. She is healing. She is grieving. She is feeling the loss of Lilly and Jack, okay? Outcome for Malaya Brooks Murray in regards to the disappearance of her children, Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Outcome for Malaya Brooks Murray in regards to the disappearance of her children, Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Justice is in the challenge position. Daniel got justice in the challenge position as well. So law enforcement is in the challenge position. That's going to be the invocable God. Justice makes truth known in court, causes innocence to prevail, and that's in, she's not innocent. Because that's the challenge position. That's alleged, okay? For entertainment purposes only. So again, with justice, she felt under fire. She felt the pressure from the justice system, from potentially CPS, okay? You know, Darrin was speaking, and he did let it leak. He said that, which would be Malaya's grandmother, okay? Would be Darrin's cousin, okay? That Malaya's grandmother called Darrin before Jack and Lilly even disappeared, okay? And said that, and this was on one of the lives, okay, from one of the crime channels, and said that, asked Darrin to go check on Malaya and the kids, okay? Before Jack and Lilly were missing, okay? And something about Jack having bruises and cuts and scrapes, and that that the grandmother, Malaya's grandmother, wanted Darrin to go check on Malaya and her children. And he told, these are his words, was his statement, he told his cousin that no, he would not go intervene in between Daniel and Malaya's relationship. So if there was enough cause for the grandmother to have concern, Malaya's grandmother to have concern, and ask a relative to go check on Malaya and the kid and her kids, Jack and Lilly, to make sure that they were okay, something's not right there. Why would the grandmother want the cousin to go check on Malaya and the kids to make sure that they were okay? And Darrin, this so-called man who's out there trying to help, but his source was Janie, Daniel's mom. Okay? But he said, no, I'm not going to intervene in between Daniel and Malaya. But he's intervening now. It's because he has guilty conscience, or is he being brainwashed by Daniel Martel? Are there other factors at play here? I mean, before it was the kids were on an Indian reservation. Okay, now they're in New Brunswick. Before it was they were possibly out of Canada and in the United States of America. But for him to say that that Jack, he also said that Jack didn't get along with Daniel. That they butted heads. So is this all an elaborate ruse? Is it all an elaborate scheme? But when you say I mean, I would hope anyone else is, when they heard that, would have been like, well, why did Jack have bruises, cuts, and bumps? He equated it to Jack playing outside. Well, I'm sure the grandmother of Malaya's knows what a kid's bumps, bruises, and scratches looks like from kids playing outside. So obviously there was enough cause for her to be like, hey, go check on Malaya and her kids to make sure they're okay. See what I'm saying? A mother knows, a grandmother knows. If you raise kids, you know what are normal bumps, bruises, scratches from kids playing, okay? But you also know what's not normal. And if there was enough to cause an alarm in the grandmother's mind, that's saying something right there. In my opinion. In my thought. That's saying a lot right there. So, is he trying to spread more rumors to cause confusion for Daniel? Meaning to steer attention away from Daniel? Because that's another thing he hasn't said, is that he's worried about Daniel, he's worried about Janie, Daniel's mom, and all those things, but it looks like his target is Malaya. And like I said in previous videos back, maybe Malaya didn't feel safe when she took off to the reservation to be by her father's family there, because Daniel had gotten to her through her family. So, but it is very clear and evident in the energy here that Malaya did lie to Belinda, the biological grandmother, from Jack and Lily's biological father. Okay? So I see that Belinda's not going to give up on bringing justice for her grandchildren. Okay? Which I commend her for. Okay? I truly commend her for it. Okay? She seems to be trying to help in ways, trying to bring information out, but I got this in Daniel's reading too. That Belinda is not going to let this slide. But yes, justice is in the challenge position for Malaya. Okay. What's the outcome? The Hierophant. Okay. Divine forgiveness obtains friendship and favors the great. Secure promises. Okay. So the Hierophant, to me, this talks about big organizations next to the Justice card. Okay, so this is an traditional Rider-Waite tarot. Okay, it's an image of a priest in red. Okay, and there's two people at the priest's feet. Okay, with two keys on the card. Okay, so this big organization, which is the RCMP, okay, is going to get the evidence that they need. With Justice and the Hierophant next to each other, with the two people involved, which would be Daniel and Malaya, that they know hold key information to what truly happened to Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Outcome for Malaya Brooks Murray. Outcome. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this to me represents, this came out in Daniel Martel's reading. This to me represents RCMP. Okay? Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations with the Nine of Swords. Okay. This talks about anxiety and fear. Okay. It also talks about imprisonment. Okay. This is purification, protection from religious sentiments. But as you can see, it's two little cherub angels. Okay. On there. So representing the children. Okay. Yeah. Gabriel. Moon. Divine revelation. Reveals messages. Has the power to destroy. This Queen of Pentacles energy is going to reveal the hidden truths. Reveal the things that have been hidden. Okay. And why I say the Queen of Pentacles to me represents the RCMP is the woman, I don't know her name, but the woman lady who was doing the talking, who was in law enforcement for the RCMP during the search. And the moon is Pisces energy. Okay. I do believe Malaya is a Pisces. And Malaya is currently in fear of these secrets being revealed. Yep. Yeah, I keep getting the Lover's card. They're both gonna... Again, that's that partner story. That's the... They were laying in bed. The story has changed too many times. At least on Daniel Martel's part. Okay? Yeah. But Daniel Martel has been saying and doing in all of his interviews and all those things, that's going to come back to bite him in the butt with records. This is the wheel. Archangel, it's Metatron, okay? The recording angel, advancement and progress, okay? This does talk about the timing, all right? And things happen in divine timing, all right? Teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. With the Page of Swords, about the children. Pages are children, okay? It says, refuge governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Okay? And as you can see, it looks like this little child is holding a poster, a missing persons flyer. An image, a picture. This little angel has a mask over their mouth. You see? So someone is withholding truth about what really happened to Lilly and Jack Sullivan. And this is God, the refuge. With that Page of Swords there, I would be, if you have your own channel or you are working in the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case, do beware of Daniel Martell or possibly Malaya or Malaya's family or Daniel's family watching your channel, because the Page of Swords is a spying on card, okay? Next to that world there. So that, to me, is telling me, like, online, World Wide Web, okay? So just be careful of that, okay? This is giving me spying on energy. If you guys have a channel or a platform, social media platform that you may use, okay? Someone's watching you that's surrounding this case, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have Death. The God, the end of the universe. And again, there's that hourglass, okay? So again, timing off. Timing is off. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity, okay? The Death card is all about transformation, things coming to an end, okay? It can mean a metaphorical death. It can also mean a physical death as well. Yeah. Three of Swords and the Devil card. Three of Swords speaks of heartbreak, okay, and loss. Devil card, Samuel, okay. I'll tell you what it says. Three of Swords. The quickly forgiving God. Love and submission cures illness, influences parental love, gives long life. Influences parental love. No, it says influences paternal love. Well, that's meaning referring to the parents. And the Devil, next to that, Three of Swords. Seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. Okay? This is the second time we've got the Devil card out here. Okay? So there was jealousy and envy with the Devil next to the Three of Swords. Potentially Daniel being jealous of Jack and Lilly. And on the Devil card, it says the severity of God. Love and submission cures illness, influences paternal love, gives long life. Next to the Devil. The Three of Swords and the Devil next together is never a good combination with death. That is something completely coming to an end, okay? Because of some nefarious activities, whether it's fear, jealousy. The Devil can also represent overindulgences, okay? Very negative ways of thinking, all right? Especially with that Three of Swords there. It's all about heartbreak, jealousy, loss, okay? Again, with death there. So there was a transformation that happened with death there. Yep, that's the truth. I split it at the Ace of Swords. God above all names elevated. Okay. Affinity and friendship. Obtain the friendship of anyone. Ace is truth. When you get the Ace of Truth, that's after speaking of something, an Ace of Swords comes out, that to me anyways, it means that's truth. It's 100% truth. I always have one card in every single deck that I use that I set aside as a truth card. Okay. These decks, I literally have the word truth written on them. Like this one, I'll show you just so you know what I mean. This one, I wrote the truth. It means it comes out when something is exactly 100% truth. 100% truth, that I have not misinterpreted the energy, that I have not... Because I'm human too. Okay, I'm not 100% perfect. I'm reading energy. I'm tapping into energy. And I can make mistakes as well. But I always put in every single deck I have. Every single one. I have a card that always represents truth. 100% truth. Where is it? I'll show you this one. Just so you know what I'm talking about. Just in case you've never seen one of my videos before. See, this one says grassland, open expanse, grazing grounds, sunlit grass, truth. In every deck I have a card, one card designated for the truth card. Tarot, it's always the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. So in my tarot decks, I don't have to write truth on the card, okay? I know that if the Ace of Swords flies out, it's 100% truth. So you will often see me I always put my truth card back in the deck, okay? Because again, I know I'm human. I know I can misinterpret energy, okay? All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave that there, okay? For you guys, I am going to pull your overall guidance cards for you guys for whatever may be going on in your life at this current moment in time, okay? You are more than welcome to apply these guidance cards to the reading, okay? And again, as the time, this video is not going to get uploaded until the 26th, okay? So, you know, maybe Darrin will be out there, you know, contacting more channels, all right? So, I mean, as you're watching this video, I mean, it'll be the 26th when you're watching this video. Possibly later, okay? But the date it's going to be uploaded is June 26th, all right? But if any new information comes out, I will add that new information to the video, okay? So, if I feel that you guys... But I'm really afraid that you guys are going to get conned, okay? With this Darrin guy, okay? And conned out of money, okay? So just watch what he says, all right? Just, if you start hearing him dropping words like, oh, I'm having difficulty doing this, he's not going to come outright and say, I need money. He's going to do it in a subtle way, okay? To make people feel bad for him. And in hopes that one of these true crime channels is going to start a GoFundMe for him. Or get donations for him to help him out, okay? And I already seen it starting, where he said he started off with his millionaire friend, okay? But then he also threw out there that he couldn't stay at his son's house because his son was getting death threats, and they thought that his son's children were Lilly and Jack, and he couldn't stay with the room that he was renting from this lady. He couldn't stay there because she was getting death threats. So, I mean, just really pay attention, because I don't want my viewers and subscribers or anyone to get conned, okay? Because this is already a sad enough story as it is, okay? This is already a very sad circumstance as it is, all right? Okay, guidance for my viewers and subscribers, my subscribers and viewers. Guidance for whatever they may be needing guidance on at this current moment in time. Okay, trust your gut feeling, okay? 440. Intuition, integrity, relationships, value, insight, perception, love, commitment. Trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction. Treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Be mindful of boundaries, as too many voices can cloud your journey. Okay, so just keep trusting your gut intuition, your gut feeling. Okay, especially in regards to, I'm going to apply a certain portion of this to this reading, okay? With too many voices can cloud your journey, okay? So there's already too many voices coming out and starting to make people look in multiple different directions, clouding the truth, okay? Guidance for my subscribers and viewers for whatever may be going on in their life at this current moment in time. Hold your vision, okay? What's behind that? Lessons learned, okay? 1551, hold your vision. Manifestation, abundance, prosperity, dreams, vision, and success. Focus on the positive and keep your attention on the outcomes you desire. Now is the time to invest your faith and energy into your ideas, pursuing your goals with all your strength. Your spirit is beautiful, courageous, and brave. Embrace it as you work towards your dreams. And then you have lessons learned. 9999. Culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion, achievement, growth, and gratitude. Reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you here. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving towards your goals. Keep your momentum supported by the powers of heaven. You've accomplished great things. Now embrace the reward you've earned. One more card for my viewers and subscribers. One more card. Okay. Taking chances, okay? Zero, 303. Balance, caution, awareness, boundaries, health, communication, serenity, and protection. Okay? Take a moment to observe the people around you, your environment, and your health. This is a gentle reminder to stay cautious and alert to prevent any future issues. Prioritize clear communication and maintain healthy boundaries to ensure your well-being. And this flew out in reverse over trusting your gut feeling, okay? So maybe some of you guys have been trying to trust your gut intuition, and because all this stuff started coming out with this Darrin, okay, and then even Daniel saying the things that he's been saying over chat messages and Messenger and all those things, okay, it's been maybe clouding your thinking or making you double think or triple think, okay? All right. It says really pay attention to the people who are around. If you are watching this case, if you are a crime channel, if you're a tarot channel, if you're a psychic channel, if you are doing something to try to keep Lilly and Jack Sullivan's name out there on social media, even if you are just watching, if you are just participating in chats or leaving comments or things like that in people's videos, all right, pay attention to what is going on around you, okay? Stay cautious and alert to prevent any future issues. Again, we have intuition at the bottom of the deck. Insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, initiative, and unconditional love. Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. You are on the right path to turning your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process, okay? So again, I don't want to see any of you guys get conned. I don't want to see any of you guys get scammed, okay? I really don't. Because I really, truly care about every single one of you guys. And that's who I am. That's just me. I'm an extremely kind, loving, caring human being, okay? But I'm not a naive human being neither. We have 777. You guys have good luck on your way. 7s are good luck for me. Okay, let's see what's underneath that. Good fortune. Okay, you guys have good fortune on the way. Okay, and you have luck on it. It says manifest wisdom, fulfillment, success, abundance, spiritual growth, and divine support. This message finds you in a time of uncertainty, yet rest assured that you will emerge victorious from any challenges you face. Remember, you possess valuable life experiences and wisdom that can inspire others. Sharing this wisdom will require enthusiasm and effort, but it will make a meaningful impact. And good fortune, okay? Guidance, clarity, major change. So major change is coming here, okay? Self-resilience, individuality, comfort, and prosperity. Trust in your skills and talents. They are the keys to a bright future. A piece of valuable advice, a moment of clarity, or a comforting message is headed your way. Everything is aligning in your favor and success is within reach. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope this gave you guys some guidance and clarity. I hope this brought out some more truth for you guys. Okay. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Please do hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I do upload a video. I do ask that you please keep sharing Lilly and Jack Sullivan's missing persons flyer with anyone and everyone, okay? I also did a reading for another missing young adult, okay, from Canada. His name is Liam Gabriel Toman. I know I'm saying his name wrong, okay? It was a requested reading. It is on my channel. Toman, okay? Please go check out that reading. And please share his missing persons flyer with anyone and everyone, okay? Because this family is trying to find their son, okay? But I'll link that reading at the end of this video, okay? You all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.